I wanted to do my review on this show because I really love the show. I really love the show. I have now watched this show for quite some time since it got canceled. I watched the final episodes. I saw season 2 as a whole. And I'm very scarred. And I can't forgive Jeff Loeb. Granted, Jeff Loeb has pissed me off so much that I couldn't care less about him. I really can. I just couldn't care less. Because he has destroyed everything that I love. And this is one of them. The other is the Ultimate Universe. But besides that shit, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. The show that should have lasted 5 seasons. A show that should have had the boundaries of the greatest Marvel show since the X-Men cartoon. Yeah, I'm going that fucking far. When you look at Marvel's cartoons, what pops you in the Marvel's cartoons? You think of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, Spectacular Spider-Man, the X-Men 90s cartoon, shit like that. And, hell, even some people say the Hulk animated series. But the fact is, Jesus Christ, when you see this show, you're literally wondering, why wasn't this canceled? Seriously, why was this canceled? It had everything you could fucking ask for. It had characters from the comics, adapting stories from recent storylines from like Civil War, Secret Invasion, especially Secret Invasion. They did a loosely based off of the forming of the Avengers. That was cool. You had mini episodes of all the characters. Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Ant-Man and Wasp. All of them were fucking great. Hell, when I was watching the mini episodes, I literally was like, shit, they can make an Iron Man show out of this shit. Because Iron Man felt like Iron Man. It's not like he was turned into a fucking kid and pretty much just slapped it together as a Spider-Man knockoff. So yeah, I mean, I loved it the tiny little bits. And plus, you had some great storylines with the Claw and Black Panther. You had great episodes with the Hulk and build up to the Masters of Evil. Baron Zemo was really cool as a villain for season 1. You had the Enchantress, really cool. They did some really good shit on her because I was like, wow, I didn't really expect her to be a big villain for this show, because in the Avengers books, she only appeared in a few books of the original Avengers run, and they did a good job on her. I actually really liked her. And I really liked the fact they had Tony Stark be Tony Stark. That was one of the few things I was very concerned about, because let's just say I got fucking massive scars on Iron Man Armor Adventures storyline. But yeah, I mean, the show had some great moments. They built up Ultron to be a big villain in the show. He was a great villain. And then later on, Loki, who was practically the end game for season 1. It was awesome. It was fucking amazing. And I just wish that we could have had more seasons. And speaking about season 2 was just better than season 1. You had a awesome introduction of Vision. Vision and Thor were my favorite characters in season 2. In season 1, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Hulk, they were my favorites. Yeah, of course you had Black Panther, and Hawkeye, and they had some great moments as well in the show because they kicked the shit out of the Masters of Evil and they helped out the Avengers get back up and fight the Masters of Evil. But in season 2, you introduce Yellow Jacket, Miss Marvel, when Miss Marvel was Carol Danvers. We're not talking about Kamala Khan yet. And if the show did got another season or more, we would have gotten Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel later on and have Carol Danvers became Captain Marvel. But, and only but, it got canceled. But besides all that shit, I loved how they introduced Red Hulk. I loved the fact they introduced Doctor Doom and have Iron Man wear his iconic classic costume, and along with the Fantastic Four. That was a great episode. Just so much great moments in this entire show. And I just felt like the series as a whole, it had some great moments. And you just literally get a bitter taste of your mouth because you know you could have had so much more. So much more, to such a degree that you're just very angry. But, you know, besides the bullshit, I loved how they treated Red Hulk in the show. I love they introduced the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom in the show, and that was great. And one of my favorite moments in that episode is where Iron Man wears his iconic classic Iron Man suit. And it was so great, and it was so awesome. Like, oh, dear God, wow. They actually went out of their way to introduce that costume. It was so cool. And also, another thing is, like, when they introduce, what's her face? Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel, she was awesome. She was great. She was everything that I expect her to be as Miss Marvel in her early years as a superhero. Another thing that I really enjoyed was the introduction of Red Hulk. That was awesome. I didn't expect that to happen. I did not expect him to come in and him battling the Hulk, and it was just overall amazing. But besides all that shit, my favorite part, actually no, one of my favorite parts in season 2 was the introduction of Vision. Oh my God. 10. Oh my God, it was literally spitting image of the character of Vision. He was just unstoppable. He destroyed all the Avengers, and he destroyed everything that came across him. And I love the one point in the Avengers episode where Thor was battling him, and he used everything he got, and he dodged every lightning bolt, and I'm like, holy shit. And my dad was like, see, told you so. This guy could literally defeat anyone. And I'm like, holy shit, he really could. I really loved it. I really just enjoyed every bit of it. The Black Panther episodes, they were really cool. The one part I really felt like the show could have done more is doing other Avengers characters, like, or introduce them slowly, like teases of, like, you're gonna see them later on in the show. But yet again, they kind of did that with Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. They were kind of like establishing them as the next new Avengers because they had an entire episode just on them. And I'm just thinking, are they trying to imply that after season 2 they were going to be one of the main characters in season 3? I was hoping they would do that. I was hoping they were going to go for that direction, but yet again, it's a what if scenario. I don't know what else I could say. It's just a shame. It had a great finale, had Thor and the Avengers battle Galactus in a 2-part episode. That was really great. And the way how Tony Stark literally gave in my opinion, the impression he was going to leave and have Captain America be the leader of the team, like the Avengers comics did. And it's a shame that we'll never get another season from this show because of Jeff Lowe. Thanks. I can't forgive you what you did to the Ultimate Universe. I haven't forgot about that. But, yeah. Will Disney revive the show? It's a possibility, but I don't think so. Marvel is a different company than DC. So as a whole, it's a great show. I personally would recommend it to anyone if you love Marvel, if you love the comic book reference and the interesting how they introduce all these characters and the twists and turns. But if you're one of those guys like me who expected this to be the next X-Men 90s show all over again, think again. And you're also going to be disappointed that this show could have had so much potential on introducing so many bigger storylines, got squandered because of one man. One fucking man! I just... Anyway. I'm done now. I'm out. I rest my case. It's a great show. It's sad to see it go. I still am bitter. I'm still that bitter. Could Disney resurrect the franchise? Yeah, sure, why not? If DC could do it, sure, yeah, but I don't think they will. Because I don't see it happening. I just don't. But yet again, I could be proven wrong. However, if the 90s X-Men cartoon gets a revival, because there have been talks of that show get revived. If that show gets revived, it's more likely that this show could get revived next. Or one of them get next on revival. Because I guarantee you people already would say, bring back Earth's Mightiest Heroes, bring back Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And I'm going to be fucking one of them. Hell, I'll do an entire campaign just to bring that show back. Because I personally feel this show deserves the love and praise that it should have gotten many years ago. It should have had a toy line. It should have had better promotion on the show. It should have had all this shit. But instead, they get shit. But we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. If the 90s X-Men cartoon doesn't get revived, you can kiss this goodbye. You're not going to get another season. But we'll see. I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers, that show gets revived, and this one's next. Only time will tell. Anyway, I'm done now. I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned on my review on the She-Ra Princess of Power reviews of Season 1 to 5 series review. Stay tuned on my reviews on that soon whenever I get done watching that show. I just wanted to do this show because why not? It's one of my favorite shows of all time, and I thought about doing it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.